Learning through mistakes, make things challenging, try to get players out of their comfort zone, reaching every time they have to do something. If we can try to have more implicit learning, that's not saying that everything will be learnt implicitly, but it's getting away from, and again as far as it assisting with their decision making come game day. With those, you wouldn't do it too frequently. As I said, if you can, give the players the time and the space to try to work it out. But certainly by you developing questions beforehand to ask and start to get the players aware of those things are going to certainly help. Consider your feedback. Feedback's important. We do need it immediately, but that doesn't mean that it comes from you. I'm not watching a particular drill and giving feedback after every single rep. So otherwise, as a player, I know, well, I don't have to think about what worked and what didn't. I'm going to be told. At times, for the feedback, ask them questions. Someone else might answer. It's important during practice to observe and evaluate. So while they're practicing, you don't need to be continually talking to be effective at coaching. Listen, watch. What's going well? What could be modified? Are they improving? Can it be tweaked? How can I build on this for the next time? So you just observing and being active as far as that listening and observation is an effective strategy for coaching. You may chunk and give some cue words at times, but it doesn't have to be you continually talking. So as far as some of these games are concerned, which I'd like you to consider as far as implementing in your coaching, they need to have an aim or a focus. You need to prepare your variations beforehand, not put pressure on yourself as far as trying to think of them while the training's actually going on. So if they don't quite pick it up or it's not quite working, how can you modify it quickly? You need to develop your questions. I believe that most coaches don't use a lot of questioning because when they plan their training session, that's not an aspect that they think about. Players are going to come, we're going to do this warm-up, I want to do this, then we're going to do this, then we're going to go here, and we're going to go here. What kind of learning do you want to take place? What kind of questions can facilitate and enhance that particular learning? Unless you've thought about it before, and write them down similar to how you do as far as whatever your format is for that game or drill, questioning's not going to come natural to you. It's a skill like anything else. It needs practice. In a drill or a game, is there enough opportunity for repetition? Whatever you're trying to improve. If it's passing under pressure, is there enough opportunity for each player for that to occur? If it's decision making, are you putting each player in enough opportunities to make so that's where you'll need to consider the size of your field, the number of players, etc. Vary your pressure. How it's applied. Ask individual questions during the activity. Ask your team-based questions at stoppages. But I encourage you to try to ask more questions. I think you'll be surprised at some of the answers. And thanks for listening.